Ignore the back rooms, portal in the background, the heat's on. I wanted to talk today about something that I normally don't talk about on the channel unless it's like during a live stream or something. Politics. I normally try to keep the channel positive and stuff because I like to look at the channel as a sense of escapism from, real world problems and personal problems you guys might got going on. But yesterday I saw a video that I had to talk about. It's bad, things going on in the US and whatnot. When Batman comes out and starts raising hell, that's how you know that things are just not looking good right now.
What the fuck are we doing here? Seriously, you have had months to prepare for this upcoming event. I don't give a damn if this is outside of decorum. People are dying on our streets every single day in this country because we allow this federal government to walk all over you.
Now, as you can see, the Caped Crusader walks up to the podium very calmly, but it's not calm at all. He actually has a very, very fiery speech about taking action against ICE agents, pretty much sacking cities and repeating what happened in Minneapolis and in Minnesota. Now, I'm not going to play the full thing. If you guys want to watch the full thing, the link will be in the description. However, he does make a lot of really valid points about, like I just said, city officials taking action before it's too late, because Minneapolis just wasn't the beginning. And I don't mean that just in terms of ICE agents coming into cities and patrolling and doing a whole bunch of just weird nonsense. But also it's just the beginning for like all of the protests and stuff that's been happening and people finally realizing that they have a voice that they can use. I think there's just going to be a lot of nationwide outcries over the next few months and whatnot. And he's making a valid point about city officials, beating ICE to the punch and making it so that way local law enforcement agencies can't work with them, or not even can't work with them, but just aren't, wasting tax dollars or using city resources on tedious things such as violating, people's rights and things of that nature. I literally just seen an article talking about how someone got stopped and asked for their identification and then was falsely told about a warrant that they had or something of the sort. So I didn't read the entire article, but nonetheless, the situation is crazy. The past few months have been crazy. And something that I saw in the comments of this video was that this guy wore a Batman suit for to stay anonymous, which I think is a bleak telling, of the times that we're in. Where, it's always been that way. It's the same song and dance of, opposing opinions, causing some sort of turmoil. But, like, just to see how far we've regressed now into, people being attacked damn near physically and violence being brought up on people for having differing opinions and things of that nature. So the fact that he had to don, the cape and the mask it made me chuckle a little bit, but it's also like really sad.
Look me in the eye. Can any one of you go home to your children and tell them that you did everything you could to protect their classmates, to protect their grandparents, to protect them? I don't think you can, with the exception of Park. Thank you. This needs to have happened 2 months ago, but you can still make it up and make every single policy on this little sheet of paper here happen right now. Happen before the Super Bowl. Happen before potentially hundreds of masked men come into our city and kill people. I am disgusted by each and every one of you, with the exception of Councilmember Park, that you have not done something more. You need to affirm that no city resources will go to ICE, that no cooperation will be given to them.
Now, like I said, some pretty hard-hitting points, and I I think they're all valid. I can't agree more. I think that, especially with tax season just rolling around and seeing my tax return, to see, tax dollars being wasted on, not saying unnecessary resources, because I do think that immigration enforcement is a necessity. I do think that, there are bad eggs and whatnot, and just downright mischievous, devious, diabolical criminals that sneak in and out of here. But I do think that there needs to be a better strategy and a better way to go about these things. I'm not a politician. I have a smooth brain. I don't got the answer, Sway. So don't ask me. But I do think that it is something that does need to be talked about, as it is being talked about. And yeah, I don't know. I think this is, it's just crazy to me. I don't know. I wanted to talk about it. The Dark Knight came, he saw, and he conquered, and he made a really good point. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys have a great one. Love you guys. See you.